But this guy right here, last year at the prejudging, was in the lead. Bro, you came out, and listen, I'm pretty close to you guys on stage, so I can see what's going on. I'm like, oh, wow. Derek brought it, man. Like he's, you know, and then all of a sudden it kind of started to fade a little bit. And it was like, oh no, Derek, hang on, buddy. But you were there, and you had it. And we've talked about this before, but you had the formula. Like, you know, at that point it's kind of difficult because you're obviously there at the show, can make some minor adjustments, but you had it, man. You were right there.
Yeah, last year was good. We brought a better package from the year before. But I had a lot of learning to do, man. And so I thought about it. I took the feedback from last year on how we can improve our physique. And we definitely were very diligent day after day, week after week to make sure that we made those improvements for this year, which we have. But I learned a lot about the fact that I actually don't need my competition to motivate me. And there's a difference between inspiring and motivating. These guys up here still inspire me like day one whenever I first started bodybuilding. I can look at their physique, I can look at their work ethic, I can see how they carry themselves, and I can be inspired by that, and that can motivate me to be better day in and day out in the gym. But as far as getting that, I don't know, that feeling inside of you of like, man, I gotta beat this guy, I don't feel that anymore. I feel, what I think about is I just focus on myself. I'm obsessed with getting better. I'm obsessed with progression. So for that, I feel pretty unstoppable because as long as I want it, I'm gonna keep going after it.
Yeah, and Derek, your last two first runner-ups obviously serves as motivation, but you're also not long for this division. It's a struggle for you to get down to the 212. Is this make it or break it for you and move up next year, or where's your mind at with that?
Look, man, I promised myself that I would not think about anything else from last year's Olympia to this year's Olympia besides me getting better. So I've analyzed every single thing. You can ask my coach, he's sitting right there, James Brown, JB Prep. You can ask my fiance, Jelson. I've talked to them daily. We've had considerable amount of communication back and forth on how we can be better, whether it be my relationship with her or my relationship with my coach or whatever. So when it comes to bodybuilding, like I said, I'm obsessed with wanting to get better and progressing. And so I have just literally you probably noticed that I wasn't so outspoken on social media as much. I did a lot of social media, did a lot of different platforms, but I wasn't out there going, oh, you know, I'm coming to win. I mean, I think people already knew that I was working and they could see that I was working. But I just buried my head and I felt like a Dorian Yates almost this year, to where I said, I'm gonna get better physically, but mentally and internally, I'm gonna build this character up because, like he just said, look, I'm coming for that title this weekend, but I expect many years here.
And how old are you now?
I'm 27.
One of the youngest guys in the show, Bob.
I tell you what.
Got a lot of time.